happy spider for Halloween. Might even be a few scary surprises. Hope you enjoy.
Hey everyone, like Top Hat Pop says, we're working on a spider paper piece. So stay tuned and you'll see how it's coming out in the end. It's part of our Halloween 2017 little special, just for you guys. Okay. Of course, paper piecing. We had to move things around. The center is red, doing the body of the spider. Okay, it's right there. So that really triangle right in the center there, that's where to put the red, and one of the little bits on the side. Oops, may have to consider my thought on the cloak. It keeps getting into the tires. All right, so we're using a combination of red, black, and gray. So I have red, black, black here, but of course I need to trim because I need to add the gray there, but I want to make sure we're getting our black on the bottom end here. So like normal paper piecing, you would just fold that on the that line, give this a trim, and the hint came to me, and the last couple times we did paper piecing with the Christmas stuff, you can just like fold this back and still stitch, and then you don't actually have to stitch on the paper, but I don't think I'm quite talented for that quite yet, so I think I will just do my little flip and stitch that I know. Until I get a little bit more proficient, I will stick with this. Because in that way I know I'm doing it right, and I'm always have a tendency to do things wrong, so. But always learning along the way. Now I chose black thread, of course, for this because we are building a black and red and gray spider. Okay, so we added our two black sides to our red triangle. Okay, so we're just going to flatten that out a bit. Happy Halloween, everyone. Glad to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic day and getting all your decorations up for the little munchkins. Okay, so the next color we need is gray for the top or red for this side. So you can do either side of there. So I think actually I'll do the red on the back end here. And I'm going to choose another variety of fabric that I have. I chose a solidy bitty kind of red. It has a tiny little I guess a marbly pattern to it, and then this red with black batik, and then also black with red batik, so you know, just to kind of tie it all in together. Okay, so there's my fold for that color for red. I want to trim, and of course I switched it to my paper blade, so I'm not dulling anything more than necessary. We will choose a nice chunk to put in that spot. And turn it and flip it and sew it. If I can get it under here correctly. There we go. Okay, there we go. So there's our inner triangle, that red triangle that we're talking about right there. Okay. And then their red little part right down here is this little part right here. And then those blacks are the sides on right there. Okay, so now we need to do this gray piece right there, which is going to be gray, and then we'll work our way around like a little spiral effect. That's kind of the best way to figure it out. If you're not quite sure, you know, this is one we've designed here in the quilt shop, and I haven't stitched it out yet, but I can't see why it wouldn't work out. So we've got our red, our blacks, and our red. We need to do that gray, this gray, then back around to the black. So let's get this gray sorted here. That'll be our first time using gray. Let's make sure we have our line there. It's folded. Okay. We do love, actually, we like this side of the fabric, but we also like that side of the fabric just as much for this project. So that's what we're going to be using. Okay, we're going to line that up on that edge and make sure we're stitching. I know it was a big piece, but, you know, it's all right. I'm going to come right to that point. I stopped a little shy. Okay. And I'm just going to flip it over. Okay. Because that little black piece at the top is just a tiny little triangle. Okay, so make sure you press. And then we're going to work our way around. There's another gray piece. So what we trim off here, we're going to add to this side, really, just in the proper spot, right? Okay, so we're going to take this piece. We don't need that ready bit. We know we need the gray, and we're putting it the right side down. Oh, nope, sorry. This side down, so when flipped over, it's giving it that gray texture we're looking for. Sometimes the back side of the fabric is going to be just as good. Okay, so look at both sides. Might give you that little bit of texture you're looking for. Okay, so we're working our way. Trying magically get this done in our little crafty quilt shop. Okay, so that's gray, gray, and we need another gray on the bottom. So let's take this here and fold, trim this bits off. Okay, and we'll take another chunk of this because I don't want to cut that other piece off. I'm not quite sure how much we need of it yet, so just be on the safe side. Okay, so it's so weird to have it with the right side up. I keep thinking I'm doing it wrong, but I really like that side better. All right, now we're going to have to add some black and another couple grays. I'm liking how that little body's turned out with those two little red pieces, though. It's very pretty. It's turned out quite nice. Okay, so we've done this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and just that one. So we can add the black along the bottom, gray along the side. All right, so let's do, oh no, I need this one for the black along the bottom because it's attached there. So let's move over to this side and get this gray done here. See, sometimes it's just a matter of looking at where you go and where you've been. So now that was another gray, yes. So take another little wedge off that. Remember, put it so it was the right side that was up because I like that other side. Slip it under. Line it all up. Okay, it's coming along. It's always like this slower reveal with paper piecing. Especially when you got to trim it all out, right? So, of course, and I'm hold on to a bigger chunk of paper than I probably really need to, so I could probably help myself and trim that off. Always make things harder. Okay, so we've done that gray on that side, and to that we're going to add black, but to this right here, we need to make sure we're grabbing that one because I only have the gray. So I don't want to miss that texture, even of that tiny little triangle of black. It is going to make a difference in the effect. Okay, so we need black, and I've got a couple of different shades of black here. This should be more than enough. Yes. Sew that down there. I'm trying to lift my arms as I wheel so my cloak doesn't get under my tires. Okay. Okay, that shifted on me, but it didn't. Okay. All right. And then to that, we are going to add a black, but we're going to press this and then trim. Okay, and then it's coming together. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so we've done here. We needed to add a black there, but hold on. Let's see where we got to go. We did the gray. We need to do this black over here. So let's do that one. Let's trim this section up. Cold. Turned very chilly here. Not quite ready for it. I'd like to try and resist it, but I don't think it's going to do me any good whatsoever. Okay, just going to sew down on that line. It's just a wee triangle, but every little piece is essential in paper piecing, as you well know. Okay. If you need to number your pieces, if you're getting a pattern and you're not sure, just look at it and you can probably number it. Just think about it, how you're going to go, make around in a circle, go from the inside out. Okay. The times I wish I had a short cape. My superpowers. Okay. All right, so there we go. And let's do some trimity true-trues here. So let's trim this off because we need to attach a gray piece to this. And we can reuse this black. And let's do some trimity trues right here to make room for another set of black, I believe, yes. Okay, so let's see what we can reuse out of this one. This one seems to be fine. Let's do that black triangle on the top first, and then the gray triangle on the side. Okay, black at the top. We couldn't really find a good paper piece spider out there, so made our own. Why not? We're allowed to. We're creative peoples. I seem to have a tickle in my throat. All right, so that is the black at the top. We need to make sure we're adding the gray on this side right here. So I should have a big enough piece to cover that section, which is supposed to be the right side up. Just making sure that it is a bit snuggy-wuggy. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, but it is close. I mean, you can take the risk if you like, but...
Finally, we've taken over the quilt shop. Time to bring in the minions.
Just trying to line up a bit better there. That's kind of really forming the very butt end of her tail, like the end of her body there, that little gray bit, and then it's going to be surrounded with some red. Okay, so that's good. That's looking good. Let's press that. I really like how these colors are coming together, and hopefully it'll give that spider the dimension we were hoping for and anticipating. So, okay, so we leave that. It's good. That is good. Need to add this, and then we'll work our way over here. Okay. This is black. This is what I thought we were going to do at one other step earlier, but I realized he was attached to somebody else, so we needed to wait a step or two. Okay, so if that's black, we need to chop some off of this. Okay. Make sure we have a big enough piece. That's a kind of fair stairs triangle right there. So we should have more than enough to cover that space. We'll do a little press. Nothing better than creating. You know, Halloween costumes used to be always my favorite too. Helping people tweak their costumes here and there and everywhere. Okay, now we got the black, we got the gray, we got the black, and now we need to work over on this side, which is the black, and then we can start the other gray, and then it's the red, and then we need to start working on the head, which won't take very long. Okay, so this part here, which is black. Okay, and then, is that being big enough? Oh, that's going to be big enough, just perfect. Just perfect. Yes. Okay, so that is black. You can choose different shades of black. I think I'm just going with the one, more of the variation of the red and the black fabrics, just because I have some really awesome batiks that would add a little of, I don't know, depth and mystery to the spider because of its colors. Okay, so we've done that black. Now we need to do this gray. Right here, this big, big triangle of gray. This is actually the biggest triangle in the block. Make sure you're folding right on that line. Okay, now let's get a nice big chunk of gray. Make sure this is going to cover what I need it to in a one pass on that side, and it is. Okay, so we'll do that. Put it with the right side up, yes. And that's where it needs to go, yes. Make sure there's lots of room for that triangle to flip because it is a bit on an angle, this one right here. So we just want to make sure enough for the tip and enough for the top. Make sure it's covered from top hat to tail. All right. See? It's coming together. All right. Now let's start with that red. So we can build it up on this side and this side and this side. It actually really doesn't matter because they don't really interconnect. They just kind of meet up with each other. So I'm already here at this side. So I think I'm going to add the red. And I'm going to add... I'm not sure. Do I like that one to frame it all the way around the outside, or I'm not sure I have enough of the solid. I think it's going to have to be, yeah, it's going to have to be this. Okay. I picked it, so I thought it would look pretty cool. Because it just has that little hints, right? And it's bringing all the dark colors back in, or with the red color back in. So let's sew on that line. And then we'll flip and sew. We'll sew just around in a circle here. Okay, so we'll trim that. Make sure that was, oh gosh, yeah, that was way more than necessary. Okay, so, oops, running over my chair here. Running over my cloak. All right. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so that's that one. Let's work our way around the bum. It's kind of a bit of a curve, so just kind of fold it on the line and do the best you can. Well, I'm going to do the best I can. What's really like with any project, really? You always just do the best you can. That's all you can do. Okay. And I think I might actually adhere this whole stitch side down onto some interfacing to help stabilize all these little pieces so I can help form the spider. So, all right, so there's that. Okay. And then we go up on this side, which is right here. We're getting there. Appreciate you sticking it out. It's a little extra special for you guys and for me. All right. All right. Oh, did I sew? Oh, did I? I flipped the edge under? What did I do there? I don't know. Seam ripper, seam ripper. I'm sure it got folded under. I'm not sure how I got there, though. I must have flipped and it flopped under. Bet you saw it on the small camera, didn't you? Why didn't you say anything? That's it. No candy for you. Nope. No hot chocolate. Do, 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 do. We got the big bars. We went to Costco and got the big old chocolate bars. Spoil these munchkins rotten. All right, there we go. Let's do this right, okay? Right. Give that a wee little trim. And now for this one. Okay, it's coming really close to that neck, so be careful as you're forming it, just to make sure you're not chopping his head off prematurely. Did I say something? I should dedicate this video to my friend Daryl. He probably will never watch this, but his wife will laugh. And that's all that matters. Okay, we got the body done. Now we're gonna work on giving it a bit of dimension on the head. Check that out. Okay, we have to trim, but isn't that neat the way it's coming together? I think it looks really fantastic. Okay, now to continue on with the messy bits. Now, I'm leaving those red out because I'm gonna trim to that, right? And I could, if I wanted to, do a nice stitch, a stabilizing stitch all the way around on this to make sure everything was pressed flat, and then I would cut it out like we did with the gingerbread man and our Christmas stuff, okay? So here's our gray. We need to go gray, red, black, gray, okay? We're almost there. Gray, gray, gray. Gray, gray, gray. Sounds like a cheerleading song. I got it flipped wrong. There we go. Oh, he's looking so cute. I've never made a spider before, so I'm very excited about this. I have control over spiders. They're all over my cloak, but I've never actually made a spider with my own 2 hands before. All right, red. Now what kind of red do we want? I think we want this bright red, don't we? I think we do. Let's make that body pop. Let's make that body pop. Let's make that body pop. Shake your fangs. Shake a leg or two. All right, a couple more seams and we're done. All right, we'll flip that red. Give it a little press. Attach some black. Boogie boogie. Fold it on the line. Trim it on down. Okay, we'll use this. Whoop. Don't lose that. Don't lose that. Okay, we got lots of room to attach the black. All right. Flip. Don't get your tail tucked under. Right, we're so close. All right, now next piece we want is red, and then black, and then gray, and then we're done. So red, make sure this piece covers that. Oh yes, we're good. And then red, we'll choose this one. I like this one here, so we'll choose a little bit of that. What do we need? We need just a fair decent sized triangle, so let's just be on the safe side. I don't want to be too late for the party, you know what I mean, by using the seam ripper. All right, so let's trim that. We're folding it and we're attaching this red with a little bit of dots on it, which I think kind of makes really kind of cool near the head of the spider. Because spiders have many eyes to see you with. See you in the shower. I don't know where that went. Moving on. Wait, what is this one black? All right. Pop's like, huh? Clearly the creation of the spider is getting to her. Okay, and then last little bit is gray. So we're gonna fold this. Oopsies. Here we go. Do. Okay, so trim this after we fold it, and we need to finish off with gray. Okay, and then we will do a little stitch around. Actually, you know what? I think it's pretty stiff. I think I'm just gonna cut it out. But I'm a little hesitant about ripping the paper off, though. Oops. I just want to make sure it's the right way. Flipped out. We're good. Flipped out. Oh, hold on. I really am wrapped around my wheels. It's gonna be fun. Okay, we'll give it a good press and we'll give it a trim. How's that? Because you don't necessarily have to take the paper off, you know what I mean? Because it's not like, you know, it was going to go on a quilt or anything. So let's get my good scissors out that are good for paper piecing. And I got my cloak freed up. Okay. Until that moment. And now we're going to trim this spider body out right along that line, right along this outside line right there after we've added all our lovely beautiful pieces. I'm going to give it a little bit of a generous, maybe an 1/8, just to make sure And of course, I'm feeling with my fingers on the underside, making sure everybody's up and ready for the party. You know what I mean? Nobody's left laying down, hanging out by the cheese tray. You know, everybody's together. A little wide on that one. Okay, we're almost there. Here's the big reveal. Isn't it cool? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That looks really neat. Now on a background, I think that would be really cool. He needs a home. What do you think, Pop? Yeah? All right, give it to me. Let's give him a home. There we go. Boo! There we go. Pretty cool. And then stitch some legs on there and you're rocking and rolling. Happy Halloween, everybody, from the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop.